What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be starting a little mini series that's a long time in the making. Back last year, if y'all remember me talking about it, back when I did the warrior bass video, I'd said I was going to wind up doing a little series, more than likely, where I was going around trying to catch all the different species of redeye bass. Now, with that being said, today I'm down here just a little bit south of the hustle and bustle of Birmingham. I'm down here fishing a little creek that lies within the Cahaba River Basin. I'm going to be targeting the Kahaba bass, even though I may wind up catching some Bama bass too, because I know that they are in this creek. Don't really have a whole lot of time to fish because I'm trying to get this one in on my lunch break from work. Now, pardon all that background noise going on. There's some daggone construction going on back over that way. I try to get far enough away from it that it's not drowning me out, but inevitably the main spot that I'm going to be fishing is right there, a lot closer to it. So y'all are going to hear a lot of that noise probably in the background. Hopefully it doesn't drown me out. Hopefully we're able to wind up filming. It is what it is. We have no control over that. Now, before we do get to rolling on this one, as always, if you're enjoying the content that I've been putting out, make sure to smash that like button. And as always, if you would please consider subscribing to the channel, that would be greatly appreciated. Y'all stay tuned. Let's see if we can get us a Kahaba bass knocked off the list. Now, I'm gonna be starting off with not only my favorite creek fishing bait of all time, but it's probably one of my favorite baits of all time. It's just a little Berkeley Max Scent little trooper, but I've got a split shot rig to start off with. We're gonna get over here down below this little dam and go tossing him around, see if we can find a Kahaba bass pretty quickly. Like I was telling you a while ago, that daggone thing they got going over there, that construction they're doing over there is noisy as all get out. This looks like it should be a pretty good little spot for one though. Got that current moving in, a little bit of a deep hole right there. The Kahaba bass is endemic to the Cahaba River Basin of central Alabama. That means it can only be found here and no other place in the world. That's just pretty cool when you're targeting a fish. Just can't find anywhere else. I don't know for certain that I've ever caught one before. I've fished the Cahaba River before, but back at that time I didn't know the Kahaba bass existed. I mean, that's been years ago, back before they were separated out as their own individual species. So if we get one today, I mean, it will be my first confirmed Kahaba bass ever. We'll keep our fingers crossed. Oh, we had a bite, y'all. I wasn't quick enough to get a hook set on it, but something bit. It's probably going to be a lot of little smaller fish, so I may wind up changing something with an exposed hook to increase my chances of getting a hook up on one. We'll see though. If I wind up getting a couple more bites, I'm not successful at hooking them, we may have to do that. All right, I wound up breaking off, so now I am gonna go with a little Ned rig presentation, see if that ups our hookup percentages. Hopefully I don't fall in and get wet, so I gotta get back to work after this. Let's give it a go with the Ned rig. Pitch it out and drag it to this little deep hole right here. Oh, we got something. Dude. That thing is beautiful right there, y'all. It's some type of little sunfish. I'm not too familiar with all the sunfish varieties. That is a beauty right there. Look at all that color in him. Is that maybe a pumpkin seed or something? Either way, that little dude is beautiful. Let's get him back. That might be what was pecking at my Texas rig down there. Just without having that exposed hook, I wasn't making any connections with him. That's another one of these cute little guys. Another little pretty dude. I know this creek has the target species. I know that Kahaba bass exists here. It seems like them little pumpkin seeds, they just all up in here. Uh-oh. Another one of these dudes. I'll tell you what, it's just full of these little fellers. Oh, it's a bass. Oh, I think it was a little Bama bass though. I didn't like the Cahaba from the little brief glimpse I got of him. Look at that cute little fella. There you go. All right, I'm gonna change up tactics a little bit right here in the last few minutes before I have to leave. But I'm gonna throw this little bitty crankbait around, see if maybe the bass want something more active. So far, all I seem to be catching on that Ned rig is some little sunfish, those little pumpkin seeds. I had the one little bass that got off on me, but overall, those little sunfish are all that seems to be interested in the daggum Ned. Oh, could it be, y'all? It is. Yes, sir. There is the target species right there, y'all. That is it, 100%. That is it. That is a Cahaba bass. You see, it's got the little half crescent shape on the back of its eye right there. That's the signature of the Redeye bass family. I don't know if it's coming through on the GoPro or not, but with that blue coloration on his stomach, that's a beautiful little fish. That's what all this today has been about. I mean, he may be a little guy, but that right there is a success, no doubt. First Cahaba bass. Let's get that little beady back. Now, I will make about 2 or 3 more casts now, but hey, I mean, whether I catch another one or not, it was a success. I knocked my first daggum Cahaba bass off the list. That is awesome, y'all. He might not look like much to y'all, but it's such a cool little fish. I don't know if I'll be doing my little Redeye bass series consecutively or not. Probably not. It'll probably be broken up. I'll probably have other regular trips mixed in between. But y'all just keep an eye peeled for the next one in the series, which, like I said, it's going to wind up being the warrior bass because it's the closest one to my area. I'll have to wind up finding some spots for the Coosa bass and the Chattahoochee bass and the Tallapoosa bass. If any of y'all do know any spots for those that you wouldn't mind sharing, feel free to shoot me an email. My email is in my info on my channel. But yeah, if anybody does have any spots for those other Redeye bass species that y'all wouldn't mind sharing, definitely would greatly appreciate it. All right, y'all, that's gonna be a wrap for that one. Now, that thing may have been tiny, but I am so pumped over that little fish. That was awesome catching that little Cahaba bass. I mean, being at a place that's one of the only places in the world that you can catch a species and catching it and knocking it off the bucket list, you can't beat it. Plus, we got a few other bonus fish, a few pretty little creek fish, those pumpkin seeds, I believe they are. If that's not what they are, y'all can correct me down in the comments or whatnot. But like I was saying, if any of y'all do know any spots to catch some of the other Redeye bass species, the Tallapoosa, the Chattahoochee, the Coosa, if y'all have any of those that y'all would like to share, I mean, I know with them being a more sensitive species, obviously you don't want your hole getting blown up or whatnot. But if anybody does have any holes for those that they wouldn't mind sharing, please shoot me an email and let me know. I'm gonna do some research on my own and try to find some holes. I do know some places I can catch the Cahaba, and I know places I can catch the warrior. But those other ones that aren't right here specifically in my area, I'm kind of at a loss on. But like I was saying, y'all keep an eye out for the next video in the series. I may have some other videos pop up between now and the time that one is put out, between the time that I actually get out and film that one. But y'all keep an eye out for it. But let me know down in the comments below what y'all thought about that one, what y'all thought about that cool little fish. But I appreciate y'all watching. Thank y'all so much for the support. We'll see you guys next time. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to video number 2 of my little Redeye bass series. This one is going to be featuring the warrior bass. Now, if y'all didn't see the first one featuring the Cahaba bass, I'm going to put a link to it right here. Now, I'm at a little creek right here north of Birmingham that I know has the warrior bass in it. We're going to get down here. Got my little ducket crappie slayer that I bought specifically for doing this Redeye bass series with. I didn't have it in the last video. I didn't have it on me, didn't have it rigged up and ready to go, so I used a different ducket of mine. But this little ultralight one, I got it specifically for doing this little series. It ought to handle them pretty well, I think. I keep looking down, looking for snakes. Afraid snake's gonna get me. Something is stinking out here. They gum. Whew. But yeah, now back to what I was saying. Now, as always, if you're enjoying the content that I've been putting out, make sure to smash that like button. Also, if you'd please consider subscribing to the channel, that would be greatly appreciated. And let me know down in the comments what y'all think about this little series. If y'all think I should keep doing it, if y'all think these little fish are pretty cool or whatnot. But y'all stay tuned. Let's see how this one turns out. Oh, y'all gonna see my clumsy butt in the water for this is over with. It'll be all right though, as long as the camera's rolling, right? All right, I'm gonna be using a similar approach to what I was using for the Cahaba bass. I'm gonna be using a little micro Ned rig with a little small crawfish on it. I'm gonna start off right here, tossing it in these couple deep pockets that I see right here. See if we can get on one right quick. I love throwing these little micro Ned rigs in little creeks like this. There's usually just about anything in the creek's gonna eat them. All the little sunfish, the little bass, they all like these little dudes. They all feeding on crawfish. All right, we got this little bit deeper pool right here, a little bit less current going in it. This looks a little bit better to me, and whether it is or not, I don't know. Looks like it may be more conducive to success. And y'all, I will say, once you start going down the rabbit hole of these little species, it's kind of addictive searching out these little species that are in these nice, beautiful locations. They're just full of wildlife, so remote, just away from all the craziness of the rest of the world. Definitely turned into a little bit of an obsession trying to catch them all, find them all. Now we're hung up here. I broke off my little Ned rig, so now I'm gonna toss around this little Roadrunner with a little small swim bait on it to try to roll it around, not letting it drag bottom as much as I was that Ned. See if maybe I don't get hung up as much. Oh, we just missed one. I don't know if it was a warrior or not, but had a little bass come up and hit the Roadrunner. He didn't stay buttoned up. Got a little bit of activity going right here. Seen some surfacing hitting the top of the water. Had that one little strike right there. It's kind of an unorthodox approach here. But I got one of my little crawfish stuck on my Roadrunner now. Oh yeah, got something. I think it's the target species too, guys. Yes, sir, that is it. That is exactly what we came here after. All right, y'all, what I was just doing that I thought was a little bit of an atypical approach actually worked. Had my little crawfish on my little Roadrunner, got the target species, the warrior bass. That's him. Y'all see the little white margins right there on the tail fin. Got the little margins right there on the anal fin. I don't know how it's coming through on the GoPro, but just like that Cahaba bass, got a little bit of blue going on in him. Also didn't mention the little crescent shape right there at the back of his eye. That's a telltale sign of these little red eye bass species. We're gonna stick around, see if we can get us some more, but that right there is red eye bass species number 2 knocked off my list. Let's get this little guy back. Whew. He was feisty and ready to go, y'all. He wasn't trying to stick around for no cinematic release. He just wanted out. All right, so the warrior bass isn't gonna make y'all wait till the end of the video like the Kahaba bass did to see one of them get caught. Because we're pretty early on. I mean, this is just the second little spot that I've stopped and tossed at. We've already got a warrior bass in. Let's see if there's another one hiding in this little pool. That is awesome though, y'all. All these daggum red eye bass species, they're such beautiful, beautiful little fish. Uh-oh. Oh, we have one. We had another one, y'all. He got off though. He was teeny tiny. He was just barely bigger than my crawfish. Now, if any of y'all ever get the chance to be down in this part of Alabama, down in this area, and have an opportunity to get after some of the red eye bass, do it. I recommend it. It's awesome. Just some beautiful scenery, beautiful, beautiful fish. I mean, if y'all aren't in this area, if y'all aren't coming to this area, hey, I mean, get out and explore the creeks and the areas that you live. I mean, you never know what you might find, what you might get a hold of. There's beautiful species all over in these little creeks and stuff, no matter where you're at. Now, I do want to give a big shout out to a channel that I subscribe to. It's actually the channel that I first saw catching these different species of red eye bass that gave me the red eye bass fever. The channel's called Shoal Bandit. He's got some awesome content just going around Georgia and Alabama catching all the different red eye bass species. Pretty good, informative content. Awesome stuff. Y'all definitely be sure to check him out. I'm gonna put a card right here and I'm gonna put his info down in the description below. Y'all won't be disappointed. Good stuff. Don't blame me when y'all get pulled down the red eye bass rabbit hole. I'm telling you, it'll grab a hold of you and pull you in real quick. We got us another little deep hole right here just before all this stuff right here is collected. We've got it pulled up right here on the other side of it. This ought to have one in it, I would think. Bet it does. And whether we can hook up with him, it's obviously going to be another story. Got him. Let's see what species this one is. I'll tell you from seeing him coming in through the water, it looks like another warrior. And it is warrior bass number 2. Oh man, got him in the eye. I don't want to do that. This one's a little miniature football. Tiny, tiny little fish. Oh, dropped him. Penalty. Dang. That one has some pretty coloration on him. I wanted to show him to you guys, but he was a little bit slippery. I couldn't quite hang on to him. We're hooked up again, y'all. This one's a little bit better. I think he's target species too. Yes, sir, he is. Heck yeah. Beautiful, beautiful fish. And they do look real similar to that Cahaba bass that y'all saw me catch the other day. Just subtle differences. I mean, they don't have quite as much blue in them, and they've got a little bit of white and orange in those fins. But totally different species for this river drainage. This one right here, like how that Cahaba bass can only be found in the Cahaba River Basin, the Warrior bass right here can only be found here in the Warrior River Basin, and the little feeder creeks and tributaries of the Warrior River. Pretty fish. Beautiful little guy, ain't he? Let's get him back. I appreciate you, buddy. Heck yes, y'all. I was pretty confident that we would get on them here, but still, I mean, I'm still absolutely pumped about it. All right, we're in a lot deeper pool now, so let's make a couple of casts through here. See if anything's hiding in here. Maybe we can find something with some more size to it. Got him. See what he is. Best size fish of the day. He's a little lighter colored than the other ones that I've caught so far. Ain't got quite as much blue in him. But you see, he's got the crescent shape on the eye. The spots are real distinct and separated. Little striping right there across his belly. White margins on the fins. Cool little fish. Warrior bass number 4 right there, y'all. Another little beauty. Let's get him back. Gotcha. Another little warrior. These little warriors are loaded in here. That creek I tried back last year made me think that it was tough to catch these guys. Because of it, I mean, because that creek we'd fish for hours and only got a couple of Alabama and warrior bass hybrids and one single warrior bass, but this is number 5 here today, and I hadn't even been here too long. But him, you can really see that pretty orange and white coloration at the tips of that fin, and right there on that anal fin too. You see he's lit up with that little bit of blue in him. Again, like I've said 100 million times, crescent shape right there. All right, let's get that little dude back. Oh, what would you do, dude? Turn to flip. Good. Now at this point, y'all, I'm not really sure which of the red-eye bass species I'm gonna target next in my next video, because honestly, this one and the Cahaba were the only ones that I knew of exact locations to be able to go and catch them. Oh yeah, I've got another one. Oh, this one's a little sunfish this time. Got us an aggressive little sunfish right there. Pretty little dude though. Got all that orange on his fins. All right, bud. Heck yeah, got one. Not the target species, but another one of them little pretty sunfish. All right, bud. Oh, we got something. That's all we need to do is just change back to the crawl, y'all. That one right there is a beauty now. Try to get over here in the sunlight and let y'all see this one a little bit better. This one's a beaut. Check that one out. It's nice and pretty. You can see the spots real good. Look at that eye. Look at that blue coloration. Let's keep talking about all that, but that thing is beautiful. Heck yes. Well, y'all, with that one, we're going to go ahead and call it the end of the day. That is a good note to end the day on. Beautiful, beautiful little warrior bass. That's a good little drought going right there, aside from the little sunfish, but got that pretty little warrior to end the day with. Get that little dude back. Let him go and be on about his way. He's gone. All right, y'all, it's going to be a wrap for this one. Now, getting red-eye bass number 2 checked off the list was a success, as y'all saw. I mean, we did it pretty quickly too. I didn't know if I was gonna be able to knock it off the list at the first spot that I tried, but shoot, in the first creek we've gone to fish for it this year, to do the little video for the series, and knock it off the list. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But yeah, just like the other red-eye bass species that I caught, the Kahaba, I mean, the warrior bass is just an awesome, awesome, cool looking fish. It's a beautiful little creature. Now, like I was saying before, I do not know what bass I'm gonna target next, which one of the red eyes I'm gonna target next, if it'll be the Coosa, the Tallapoosa, the Chattahoochee, but let me know which one y'all wanna see next. But thank y'all for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed this one. We'll see y'all next time. Good morning, y'all, and welcome back to the channel. Today, this is going to be part 3 of the little Redeye bass series that we've been doing. We're actually going to be going in search of the Coosa bass today. We're headed up to northeast Alabama. I've got a couple spots that somebody reached out to me and gave me for this particular bass. Got my usual partner in crime, Mr. Yee Fishing over here. He's about half asleep too, but by the time we get there, we got like a 2-hour and 46-minute drive ahead of us. By the time we get there, we ought to be good and woke up. There's gonna be fish to catch. We're gonna be ready to go. But before we do get to rolling on this little trip, as always, if you're enjoying the content that I've been putting out, make sure to smash that like button. Also, if you'd please consider subscribing to the channel, that would be greatly appreciated. Y'all stay tuned. Let us hit the road. We'll see y'all there. Morning.
Hey guys, how are y'all?
How doing? Well.
About to go do some fishing.
We're just gonna try to catch some red eyes at this little creek.
Yeah.
Is there a better place to park?
Nah, man, this should be fine right here.
Okay.
I was just coming through. I didn't know if y'all were broke down. Then I'm pulling up a little closer.
Oh no, sir. Yeah.
No worries.
We're doing a little YouTube series on trying to catch some different red eye bass.
Shoot, yeah.
And I had a guy give me a pin for a couple spots up here, and he said that this one had the Coosa bass in it.
Yep.
So we're gonna try to get a couple of them.
Man, hammer down, brother. Good luck to y'all. Hope y'all catch something, okay?
All right, take care.
Y'all be careful. Y'all need anything, give us a call.
Yes, sir. All right, y'all, as y'all can see, we're here now, and we are much more awake than we were this morning when I was trying to do that little intro. I mean, I was more than half asleep at that point. But we done got here, thought the law was gonna get a hold of us, because Mr. Yee, the law's attracted to him anyway, but pretty nice cop, didn't give us any trouble. But yeah, we're gonna ease on down here through this snake-infested grass, down here to this creek, try to get one of these Coosa red eyes right quick. Let's see if we can make it happen. I'm gonna be using my Ducket crappie slayer and my little Ducket Jacob Wheeler to start with. Got me a Ned rig on the crappie slayer and a little small Rapala popper on my Jacob Wheeler. Let's try a couple different approaches to start with, see what happens. All right, now we're gonna get down here. But just to give y'all a little background info on this specific upland black bass species. I mean, this one is the only one that actually is a red eye bass. It is the red eye bass. It's native right here to the creeks and tributaries and the Coosa River drainage. But this one has been introduced to some other places. It's not as rare, not as hard to find as any of the other upland black bass species. It's probably the most common one. Watch me get down here and not be able to catch one after calling it the most common one. Thought I was recording, but somehow one sent this little bluegill flying on a popper. I hate that I missed that, because I mean, he got some daggum airtime. All right, bud. As a skunk off for me for this trip. Not the target species, but target species are not getting the skunk out of the way. It's a real important part. Real important part of the mental game. Something bit off our little Z-Man micro finesse larva's tail a while ago. So we're gonna get him off there and get us one of these little Berkeley Max Scent little troopers on there. These little things have been killer baits for me at little creeks like this. So maybe it'll be the same way at this one. Got a little small eddy right here forming right here under this tree. If I was good enough to cast in it. Just throwing it right here. See if anything is in that area. What is it? A little old green sunfish. He freaking inhaled that daggum little Berkeley little trooper. Sucker swallowed it just about. Not really, I mean it hooked him in the lip, but he had the crawfish down his throat. Let that little feller go. But we probably fixing to be moving on from this spot, because I mean really all we're catching right here is sunfish. That ain't exactly what we want to catch. Yeah, I've been there. Woo! That felt better. Feels a lot better. It's gotta be a bass. Yep, that is. It's Coosa, y'all. So disregard my last statement talking about that we was fixing to leave here, because I didn't really think it was going to be real conducive to catching one of these, because as a matter of fact, there is one of these. All right, got the red eye bass, y'all. Wanted him some little trooper action. He ain't like super colored up or nothing, but I mean, you'll see Got the crescent right there on the eye. A little bit of white and blue coloration going on right there in his daggum caudal fin. A little bit of white right there on the edge of the anal fin and on the soft dorsal. Pretty little dude. All right, so that's upland black species number 3 off the list. The red-eye bass, the Coosa bass. That's pretty awesome. I mean, if nothing else is a success for this trip, then hey, I mean, at least we got one more knocked off the list anyways. Let's get that feller back. All right, since we got one right here out of this little hole, we're gonna make a couple more casts in it before we do head on to that next spot that we're gonna try. Let's see if maybe he's got a brother hiding in here.
You always do it.
What?
Or at least the one. The one.
But yeah, right there. I mean, that's 100% the reason you always got to make one more last cast. Now, obviously, one more last cast sometimes is going to turn into about 100 of them. I mean, every little bite you get, that's going to lead to about 3 or 4 more last casts. If you catch one, it's going to be about 10 or 15 more last casts at least. I think we on about last cast number 10 now after catching that one. This kind of little fish just keeps on pecking it. I wish you'd get enough of it. I'd pop him. I can tell just the way he's biting it, he's not getting enough of it in his mouth. Just machine gunning it. Yeah, I'm putting me together a little compilation picture of all the different red-eye species that I've caught. So that'll be one more to add to that little picture. Probably print that thing out, stick it in a little frame or something, hang it on the wall. Might as well. Dang, there's something that's just hammering. It's got to be a sunfish. They're not getting enough of it in their mouth for me to hook them. It's pecking and running. We'll fish that wall like I fish pickwick.
That's what I'm trying to do.
What?
Doing that thing. Throw down that wall right.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh. Little green sunfish. This green sunfish are dang sucking that little trooper down, dude. All right, well. A little bit bigger green sunfish. Yeah, he's a pretty colored up one. All right, y'all, we managed that one Coosa down here, but we got too much water to be fishing and too little time to be doing it all. So we're gonna go on ahead and get out of Dodge here and go on ahead and get to the next spot. See if we can get us one there. All right, now we're here at what's gonna be spot number 2. The guard feller over there, I don't know what to call him. We're calling him a guard, but he tells us it's about a 3/4 of a mile walk down that way with like 134 steps going down. Ain't gonna be that bad going down, but 134 stairs coming back up. Maybe a bit of a workout for old fat boy.
Don't forget 3/4 of a mile.
I said 3/4 of a mile.
Okay.
But we'll see y'all down there. All right, so the sign clearly told us that trails were marked with red paint on the trees, but we've elected to take just some kind of trail. This definitely ain't an authorized trail. This is one that folks have just made over time. We're gonna hope it gets us to the water quicker than what that main trail does. I don't know though. Yeah, you're gonna end up in some sketchy stuff. Things you do for fish. Yeah, I don't know about all this.
But you get to right here and you actually take the first step to move.
Yeah, I think that's why people have developed this little trail. Here you go. We'll hand these down to you. So I don't trust my abilities. I really just hate these ain't not very,
Got your hoofs.
not the perfect things for mountain climbing.
You got your mountain hoofs on.
All right. Leave these rods right here and just go into mountain goat mode. Know whether we end up catching one here or not. It's definitely a pretty place. Big old boulders, pretty clear water. A waterfall over yonder. I'll show you that here in a minute. I see a Coosa. You see some too? I just had one. Gotcha. Don't kill him. Yes, sir. Little old bitty Coosa. It'd take about 10 of him to make that one that I caught earlier. If he'll hold his eyeball right, you see he's got that little crescent on it. Got the white margins on the caudal, the anal, and the soft dorsal fin. That's a pretty little Coosa. Let's get a little dude back. Off the high dive. Little dude didn't know what hit him. He thought he was getting him some of that daggum Berkeley Max scent crawl. I think he's about to bite it again. Because I've been watching him since I threw him back, and that's him. He's that same fish that is approaching my crawl again now. All right, he backed off of it. He remembered what it was. Got him. Heck yeah. I didn't know if I was gonna be able to get him. He's just been cruising around. But I got him. It's a Coosa bass. Huh? I don't know. Yeah, I got that big old Coosa that I've been watching swimming around right here in this little pool the last little bit. Really didn't think I was gonna be able to get him, but shoot, nailed that joker. So you got some nice pretty colored fins, got the white margins on them. Again, on the caudal fin, on the anal fin, and on the soft dorsal. Nice little crescent shape right there on the eye. Heck yeah, dude. Heck yeah, that's my PB Coosa right there now. All right, let's say that is from the lip to the tail. That's an 11-inch Coosa bass. Heck yeah, guys, that was awesome just the way I sight fished that little dude. He just couldn't resist that little Ned rig, little trooper. That thing right there is killer. If you're in the creek fishing, I really suggest getting one of them things. I mean, everything eats it. They love that little dude. All right, well, catching those two dudes, that was all of them that I've seen right there in those first couple pools. So I ease on down here, downriver, find another little pool. See if we can find some other Coosa. Them little dudes are fun. Yeah, again, like I was talking about when I was fishing for the warrior bass with y'all, you just get to experience just some awesome, breathtaking scenery out here chasing these upland black bass, or as some people call them, red-eye species. Even though really this one, the Coosa, is the only true red-eye. All the other ones were split off back in 2013, or really more correctly identified as upland black bass species. I learned that from watching Mr. Shoal Bandit. And also, like I said back in that warrior video, I'll put Shoal Bandit's link in this video as well. Because without me discovering his channel and seeing all these different upland black bass species, I wouldn't be out here chasing them. It's really cool stuff. The guy's super knowledgeable, knows his stuff. I'll definitely make sure to check his channel out. I don't put my Ned rig up for a minute, toss around this little popper, see if I can get one on top water. Having fun catching them on the Ned rig, but I just want to get a little top water blow up. Whether I will or not, I don't know. Oh, right off the bat, one hit it. They're gone. See what he is. Oh, just a little old red breast. I must have landed right on top of him. Caught him right there just behind his eyeball. Like almost as soon as it hit the water. Let's chunk him back out there. Yeah, this side's definitely the mountain goat course. Find a way around here. I don't know how many more of these holes I'm gonna hit. So we're a good ways down here now. I gotta remember, however far we go down in here, we're gonna have to come right back out. It's all fun and games coming in here, but we're gonna be some tired jokers headed out of here. Got him. Oh, that's a decent Coosa. He's pulling drag. Let's tighten that drag a little bit. Heck yeah. Hey, Jacob, I had a good one. Heck yeah, y'all. That'll do. That's a fight in him. Tell you what. I don't even think he really wanted it. He was just over there checking it out. I think he took a swipe at it, and when I felt that, I set that hook and I popped him. Now, I don't know for sure, but if I was a betting man, I'd say that there's some hybridization going on with this guy. That crescent, looks like he's got that little crescent in his eye, but it don't seem as well defined. I mean, obviously you'd have to have some DNA work to figure out whether it actually is indeed a hybrid or not. But I mean, it's got Redeye characteristics. It's got the crescent in the eye, got the margins on the fence. To me, that guy just looks like he's got some Bama in it. Like I said, I could be wrong. That dude's right at 12 inches. Sure brought my little board to measure him with. A little bit hard trying to measure him with that thing. Apparently it's rocks. All right, we'll see you, buddy. Go home. I got one about to eat my crawl now. That one tracking it. Dang it, I got it in the rock. I'm gonna cast back at him. He was following it. A little follower on Ned rig. Cast up past him and bring it back by him. See if we can convince him to eat. Got a couple of them going to my Ned rig now. They come out of their little holes. Got him. Heck yeah. This to be another little Coosa. It is. Pretty little Coosa. They're such beautiful, beautiful little creatures. Pretty little dude. All right, buddy. These dudes are so trout-like. The habitats that they live in, it's their behavior and everything. I mean, so trout-like. The one for the fact that they look like bass. All right, y'all, I've caught enough of them to be satisfied, and I've wandered far enough down here. It's time for me to be turning around and headed back to the car. Obviously, I'm gonna refish some of these holes as I work my way back through. Maybe we'll catch one or two more on our way back. But I don't know, we'll see how that turns out. We'll see if we get any more on the way back to the car. They're attacking them from an elevated position. They won't know what hit them. I don't even see any in that little part of the pool though. I saw one splash up there to the left, so let's throw it there. The hole's definitely deceptively deep. There's a bite. Got him. Attack from above. Never even knew I was there. Oh, a decent one. Heck yeah, that is what I'm talking about there. That's a nice colored up little Coosa. Looks like something got a hold of him right there. That's a beautiful one though. Nice red coloration in the tails, white on the tips, pretty low spots, crescent on the eye. Beautiful, beautiful Coosa Redeye. That's probably the prettiest one I've caught today, to tell you the truth. Yeah, that's one for the return trip back to the car anyway. I'll send him off the high dive. I mean, I wish there was a better way of doing this, but the spot I'm fishing, I mean, can't really get closer to the water. Huge boulders I gotta stand on. All right, buddy. He's all right though. He hit that water and he took off. There he goes. There he goes. I don't know if y'all can see him, probably not. He's gone. That's why, I mean, whether you're bank fishing or boat fishing, whatever, what have you, it's important to hit spots from different angles. And casting a lure at something from a different angle can make all the difference in the world. Like in that last hole, that last one that I caught, that was a fish that I didn't see the first time through, didn't get to bite the first time through. We come back through, throw at it from a different angle. There he is. It's amazing how just subtly doing things different, just little variations just yield different results. All right, we're gonna give the popper one more go for these guys right here on the way back. Hopefully we end up getting one on it. So I've been caught enough of them to be satisfied. I just want to get one on top water. May not happen though. Oh yeah, I think I got him on top water. I think I got one. Yes, sir. That's all I wanted to do to wrap up this little trip, is get one on top water. We did it, y'all. He ain't no big one, but he's real pretty colored up one. Got him on top water on that little small frog looking Rapala popper that I bought the other day. It's a little Rapala ultralight popper. Heck yes. That one is beautiful. Pretty red fins, pretty little fish. Ain't that pretty dude.
Oh yeah. You got the dots over there in that tail? Yeah, that's the cool part.
Beautiful little Coosa Redeye. I think that's a good one to end the day on. That little feller get back to his life. Oh, I mean, I was gonna give you a gentle release, but he plopped and caught the edge of that rock. That's on him. He's good though, he took off. All right, let's continue our journey back to the vehicle. I mean, I'm definitely content now that I managed to get one on the top water.
You actually bite the top water?
Yeah.
Come up top.
He come up and smacked it. Well, all right, y'all, it's gonna be a wrap for this one. It's getting to be a packed house around here. I mean, I'll see how full the daggum parking lot is. It's getting pretty daggum hot, and we done walked a bunch of miles. I don't know how many miles we done walked, but I mean, hey, it was a success. We managed to catch the Coosa bass. Managed to catch quite a few Coosa bass, actually. I mean, it was worth the daggum scrape on my shin. Worth all the exercise I had to do. I mean, it's good for me anyways. But all right, I do appreciate y'all watching this one. Stay tuned for the next one. Yeah, hopefully the next one's gonna be the Chattahoochee bass, but y'all stay tuned for that one. We'll see if we can actually make that one happen. But I appreciate y'all watching. Thank y'all for the support. We'll see you guys next time. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today we got Kyle with us again. Probably didn't show too much just by flipping over to him. Probably didn't show the bridge that somebody's gonna know or something. But today we're down here, we're in some territory that I've never been in before. We're gonna be fishing for the Tallapoosa bass, just wading some various creeks and whatnot. See if we can get on us one. But before we do get to going, I'll mention shoes that I'm trying out here. But yeah, these boots are made by a company called Cal. They're a new company. Their product's gonna be going live on Amazon on September 15th. These are really more of a deck boot style, but according to the company, they can be used for wading also. They're really slip resistant and should also excel in wading situations. But I'm gonna put a link to them down in the description below. But I mean, if after September 15th, if any of you guys wanna check them out, just give them a look. We're gonna get down here though, see if we can get us a Tallapoosa bass. Y'all stay tuned. This is a lot steeper than it looks on camera. Got a little bit of a walk down to this hole. So we're either gonna walk down or roll down. There ought to be something down here, y'all. Hoping we can make pretty short work of this guy. Because once I've got this one, I'll have my Mobile Basin Slam completed. And that consists of all four of the Mobile Basin Redeye bass species. And as y'all seen in videos past, we got the Warrior knocked off the list. We got the Coosa, got the Kahaba. So this one right here. Never targeted it before, but it's the last one we've got remaining on our list, the Tallapoosa. This specific one, the Tallapoosa, obviously it can be found in the Tallapoosa River drainage. It comes through part of West Georgia and East Alabama. Unlike a lot of the others, this one actually really can catch more of them in the main river stem from what I've been reading. Trying to keep my eyes peeled, see if I see anything. I hadn't really seen any bass yet. Have you seen anything? All I'm seeing is turtles. Oh shoot. Got a camp out here, don't they?
What?
All right, we stumbled upon somebody's bathing site. They got them a pallet right here on the edge of the river. Got them a wash rag. They can borrow soap. And then I'm pretty sure they got them a little booby trap right there, or a little alarm system so they can hear if somebody's coming. Now we're gonna move on from this spot and head on to another one. I don't see any activity here. It didn't really look too wadeable either. And plus, didn't want to walk through the two homeless camps. Because really, that's the only bank access I saw to access this part of the creek. So we'll see y'all at spot number 2. All right, y'all, spot number 2. Spot number 2 just looks more appealing to me from get-go.
This looks like what you would think about wading. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I like the fact that there's a lot of pea gravel, sand, different types of substrate mixed in. And on up here we get some bigger shoals. Flew the drone over and verified what exactly we were getting into before I wandered out here, but this is it right here. This is more like what I was expecting, more like what I was wanting. This looks like a juicy little spot right here. Got kind of a little eddy forming right in there, and then slack water back over here. If I was one, that's where I would be. If I was one, I would be right over in there. Probably closer to the grass than what I casted, but y'all, I probably hadn't given that little rooster tail thing a fair shake. But y'all know me, I'm just itching to get an Ed rig tied on. Can't help it. I got a Basin Habits Ned head and a Berkeley Little Trooper Max scent as usual. I think that's gonna be what they want, but we're gonna find out. We're gonna let them tell us. I went rolling for your first fish again, like last time. Old Bammer.
Yeah. He ate that like he wanted it.
It's the first fish this time around. It's a Bama bass. But it's got the ice broke, got the skunk off. That's always good. So what I'm kind of hoping is I can find some holes in these shoals. There's a good hole in the shoal right there. Ain't just beautiful, y'all? Grass covered shoals, rapids. All right, y'all, for now I'm gonna swap this little spinnerbait. As y'all see right there, it's really just too mossy for me to be throwing that Ned rig. Gotta throw something that's quicker moving that I can keep up off the bottom. So I'm gonna try this approach, see if it pays off. If we get to an area with a cleaner bottom, I'll swap back to the Ned rig, give it another try. Y'all, I turned the camera off, hooked up right when I turned it off. Let's see what it is. Tallapoosa bass. Yes, sir. Mobile Basin slam is complete. Heck yes. Oh man, why did I have to have the camera off when it happened? That is a beautiful, beautiful little dude. That's the end of my Mobile Basin bass slam for 2023 though. Mission accomplished. It's pretty. I mean, like all the other red eyes, got the real distinguishable spots. A little crescent right there at the back of the eye. Got some blotching going on. A little bit of white right there on the tail fin, on the anal fin. Soft dorsal. Got a little bit of blue going on in him. That's a pretty dude. Check him out, y'all. That dude is beautiful. That was a pretty little dude though, and that knocks them off the bucket list. Now I got to send in for my 2023 Mobile Basin Slam certificate thing, hang that sucker up on the wall. Maybe we can get into a larger one, which if not, I mean, regardless of whether we do or not, I'm happy. I'll tell you what, that was a strong little fish though. I imagine a big gonna put up a dang good fight, as good as that little bitty one was fighting. Oh dang, dadgummit, just missed one. Yeah, missed one right here in front of me. Got another one, y'all. I was rolling that time. And feels a little bit better. See if he's the right species. He looks like it coming through the water. I think he's the right species. It's definitely bigger. Oh, it's a Bama. Bama. Thought I had me another red eye. It's one of these little pesky Bama bass. All right, bud. Yeah, moving baits. But you know that that Bama you caught was moving bait. Both these have been moving. Oh, you see that? One freaking tried to eat it off top. Dang. That was awesome. Oh yeah, got another one. Little dude. That's Tallapoosa. A little guy, but still a pretty one. All right, buddy. They're sitting back behind these little rocks, just little ambush points.
Right.
When that spinnerbait's coming over, and they're just coming out, just smacking.
Just forcing myself into changing them. After this.
Oh yeah, that was a sick eat right there. I don't know if I got it on camera or not. Dadgummit, he came off. Came right off that grass and freaking nailed it. Dang. I've done about saying this little hole. If I hadn't caught him, I'd sore lift him. Let's move along. The way those grassy shoals just look dotted out through there, just looks awesome. Love that. Let's cast towards that. Oh yeah, he just darted out of there. That's a Tallapoosa. That's a pretty Tallapoosa.
It's high, too.
No. No. There he is. Got him in my hand anyway. I got him in my hand and got the hook out of one of his lips, but when I was trying to get it to that other section of the lip, he went flopping. That was a beauty though. I wanted a picture with him. He wasn't up for the photo op. They're darting out of that grass a lot of times. So if you get a good cut between some grass that you can, that's in casting range of you.
That's what I've been throwing at.
There's like little missiles coming out of that grass. If I can make that cast right there, that looks ideal. Oh yeah. Oh. Oh, missed him. Daggum. He jumped up at a bug well before I made it to him, and then as I got to him, he took a swipe at my spinnerbait, but no luck. Let's try again, see if he'll bite again. Probably not. We might. He did. He made the mistake. He bit again. What is he? Tallapoosa. Another one. And it's good spotted and colored up. That's another one of the target species though. Still a pretty little dude. All right, buddy. Come on. Oh, that one's came out of nowhere. I wasn't expecting that to have my head turned. He just freaking wallops it. I had one come out and blow it up. I was, dang, again. Let's see if he'll do it one more time. Nope, he ain't learned his lesson. Is it the right one? Get him in your hand. Let's go see what Kyle's got. Got him his first Tallapoosa bass. So he is 2 bass into his Redeye Slam now. Heck yeah.
Pretty.
Beautiful little dude.
Yeah, that iridescent look right there on the head is just amazing.
All right, y'all, it's gonna be a wrap for this one. Now, before I do wrap it up though, just give y'all some closing thoughts on the old cow deck boots. Like I was saying earlier, I mean, really they're not necessarily for wading per se, but I'd say they did a fine job out here. They definitely seem to be pretty skid resistant, seem to get pretty good traction out there on those slippery, slick rocks. Now, obviously they're not meant to be fully submerged like what I was doing, so they're not the best at draining water off. So I mean, if you're gonna be doing wade fishing, something like this where they're getting fully submerged, I mean, you're probably gonna want an actual wading boot, something that's really designed for that activity. But overall, can't complain about them. They got the job done, kept me from slipping and falling too much. But yeah, now back to the fishing. I mean, it started off halfway decent, but that bite window, just when it ended, it was like a daggum light switch flipped. It was gone. Caught a few of them right there when the bite was on, and it just stopped for us. And we kept on going probably about another 1.5 miles or so upriver after that, but it's nothing happening. Kyle did end up catching that Tallapoosa bass that he caught right there towards the end, but just got too hot and too miserable even with wading in the creek. But I appreciate y'all watching. I do hope y'all enjoyed that one. We'll see you guys next time.